The tighter corners are more of a challenge for it. It's a long wheelbase motor, so yeah, you're going to have to really be careful if you've got tight corners on your layout. Hello and welcome back to another episode here on Robinson Raceway. Due to illness, we've had a few weeks off, but we're back now, and that's what counts. And I thought it was time we had a look at some of the pickups that I've been getting during my off time, and then perhaps race some of them and see how they do.
Racing fire, hear the thunder roll.
First up, we're going to start again with the Mighty Metros. Now, you might remember I was given these as a donation from Andy Sawyer at Sawyer Models. I think we all know these are something special. So, they're built for a certain type of Scalextric racing, not the standard. They can go down standard track, but really, these are for more like, how can I put this? An arena of destruction. You know, the wheel of death where you go round and round and round and it gets vertical almost. Well, it's that kind of thing. They go on a climb and it's quite interesting. So they're very cool, old school style, 80s. It looks like 80s, 90s, that kind of thing. And there's two of them. They work really nicely. They're excellent runners. I'm going to enjoy playing around with these on a bit of a race. But speaking of races, while I was over at Worksworth the last weekend, Jen and I spotted on a store run by Malk's Models some old school limited edition stuff from the old days, about turn of the century, that kind of thing, about 2002, maybe a little later than that. So these are from the Scalextric Sport era, so you know it's like turn of the century stuff. And we've got a limited edition red Mini. Now how cool is this? And if I take it out of the box, it does have the limited edition number 444 out of 10,000. So yeah, limited. You've got to love the idea of limited edition. Yeah, we're only making one run. You're only making one run anyway, we all know. But how nice does this thing look? That is something special. Really like it. Got a nice bit of weight to it. Nice run. Blue skis. I don't remember blue skis. It's not on the older stuff that would have been around at my era. Although, to be honest with you, that does look a little blue. I had stuff from the 60s and the early 90s, so I don't remember blue skis. Although, they're from about the era that I was picking up the Ford Sierra Cosworth Racer. White with Firestone on the front of it, I think it was. I remember it reasonably well. It was the first one I picked up. And I don't remember it having any blue skis, but it's interesting. But this one has it. And we are missing one wing mirror. It's just one of those things. These things happen. I mean, hell, pretty much the day that I started racing my Volvo, it lost a wing mirror. So these things happen, but aside from that, perfect condition, really love this. I'm going to be enjoying racing that, especially since when I picked that up, my lovely, beautiful wife Jen saw that there was another one. So we got the yellow one as well. This one also missing a wing mirror, but you know, doesn't really matter. They're replaceable parts as far as I'm concerned. So these are both from the John Cooper Challenge, which started in 2002. So it's from around that era. Again, blue blue ski even. Good weight to it. Looks fantastic. I can't wait to race these two. So we're going to be doing that later on as well. Really, really impressed with those. And then I was watching a video a couple of months back now from that slot car guy. Love that channel, really good. And he was racing his new Porsche, and I liked it so much I got one myself. So this is from the Le Mans 24 Hour, and this thing basically looks like it's the embodiment of the airflow diagram used for designing the car. The lines on that are basically its airflow. It's an incredible design. This car looks incredible. So, again, can't wait to race this one. So, that brings us to the question, why are we sitting around here talking about the cars when we could be out there racing the cars? Let's go. We are going to be starting with the Porsche. Oh, that's beautiful going around these corners. Smooth. Does have a bit of back kick, which you'd expect from a car of this style. Right, let's try and get it fast on this straight. It's good control. Oh, straight through there with just a quick push on the trigger. That is quite an incredible experience. That feels really good to drive. Oh yeah, I think I made a good choice for this one. How is it on the inside, that is the other question. How's it doing the tighter corners? Oh, definitely more of a challenge. The tighter corners are more of a challenge for it. It's a long wheelbase motor, so yeah, you're going to have to really be careful if you've got tight corners on your layout. Still a lot of fun to drive though. Oh yeah. And again, really good for pushing on the straights. That is fantastic. That is lovely. Really nice. But what about the minis? We've got two minis. We're going to try one, then the other, and then we'll try and race them both together, which is actually quite a difficult thing to do. So let's do this. Oh wow! The short wheelbase and the weight in it really helps it to grip. It does come off, but not as easily as you'd think. Oh, that's interesting. This one's having a lot more trouble. Yeah, that's surprising. Not as happy on those... wrong control. Not as happy on the tight corners. Whoa. This one definitely needs a bit of oil on it. So I think we're not going to race it too much because that definitely needs oiling. But really nice to drive. They look good. They drive well. I like it. We still have the Metros though. Now this is where things get a little tricky because, as I said inside, these are much more difficult to try and drive on a straight. See what I mean? They immediately pull to one side because they're meant to be driven on a tilted corner. The whole thing is tilted corners. Not straights, not flat ground. If this was up like that, that would be much better. So if I tilt this up like that, see, they didn't quite do what I was expecting it to do, but yeah, they've got a different style to them. They're far more likely to bounce out of the track as well, especially on Scalextric start track, which is the wider grids here. If you've got wide grooves and you're trying to run these, and there's a little bit of a bounce, they will bounce out of the groove. Just like that. So it's all different techniques. You've got to know what your vehicle's about and how to deal with it. Otherwise you end up coming off all the time, which is part of the Scalextric experience, but not really the one you want. Fun though. But now there really is only one question left. The clouds are coming in, it's starting to spot on with rain. Can we see who can get round the lap quickest? The Porsche or the Mini? Let's go. Neither. The Mini did go further before going off the track though. So there you go. For tight corners, the Mini wins, hands down. Let's go back in before it starts to rain. So there you are. I hope you've enjoyed that as much as I have. Nice look at some pickups and nice bit of racing. But for now, that's all we've got time for. So until next time, I've been Zoe Kirk Robinson. You've been watching the Robinson Raceway. Have a great day. Happy racing. Bye for now.
I'd like to give a big shout out to everyone who supports me on Patreon. Without you guys, I really couldn't continue making all of these shows. And if you'd like to join our fantastic Patreon heroes here, go over to patreon.com/Zoe Kirk Robinson. It really does help us out. Thank you so much, guys.